What is
What is
what is
What is Heifer International?
Heifer International is a worldwide organization that provides communities with a network of sustainability that helps hundreds care for themselves. Heifer International does so much more than put food in the mouths of hungry people. Heifer helps people feed themselves. Their mission is to end hunger and poverty and care for the earth. Heifer was founded by Dan West in 1944. West was a Midwestern farmer who realized that the hungry children he was distributing milk to didn't need a cup. They needed a cow. West then began his work to end hunger permanently by providing families with livestock and training so they could be spared the indignity of depending on others to feed their children. Heifers were chosen as the first gift animal, as the young cows have not yet given birth, making them perfect for supplying a continued source of milk and the ability to pass the gift. Passing on the gift soon became the objective of Heifer International, and it has allowed them to move and transform the lives of over 4 million families.
The mission of passing on the gift provides rehabilitation to families rather than short-term relief. In order to accomplish this, they have developed a strategy known as passing the gift. As people share their animals and offspring with others, along with their knowledge, resources, and skills, an expanding network of hope, dignity, and self-reliance is created that reaches around the world.
The organization is based on 12 cornerstones or fundamental principles that are used to guide people on their way to self-reliance. Under the cornerstones, a project must, among other features, be sustainable and self-reliant, respond to genuine need, include the full participation of the community's members, and offer them training and education.
Passing on the gift, a central cornerstone, is when all recipients of heifer livestock agree to pass on one or more of the offspring of the animals they receive from heifer to other members of the community. Passing on the gift enhances the community's dignity and enables each recipient to become a donor as well.
The phrase passing on a gift is an acronym for the 12 cornerstones of Heifer International. Those 12 cornerstones stimulate group wisdom and personal insight and keep people's hearts, minds, and actions balanced, focused, and productive. They are:
passing on the gift,
Accountability,
Sharing and caring, sustainability and self-reliance,
Improved animal management,
Nutrition and income,
Gender and family focus,
genuine need and justice,
improving the environment,
full participation,
training and education,
spirituality.
While all 12 cornerstones are important to the heifer cause, some have a heavier importance than others. This is especially true for sustainability and self-reliance, as heifer can only fund a project for so long, and eventually a family must learn to provide for itself.
Improved animal management is also an essential component so the participants know how to keep their animals safe, healthy, and productive through proper food, shelter, healthcare, and reproductive management. The animals that Heifer International will provide are heifers, llamas, goats, honeybees, chickens, ducks, pigs, sheep, guinea pigs, tilapia, snails, and worms.
Another large cornerstone integral to the project's success is teaching and education, which includes formal and informal sessions and demonstrations involving local people as trainers, educating the community on human nutrition, food and processing, marketing, and leadership development.
This cornerstone establishes that Heifer International does more than provide livestock to a community. Their organization works towards the improvement of families, justice, gender equality, and establishes community training programs incorporating HIV and AIDS, education, and prevention.
Heifer International is not solely dedicated to educating their project's participants, but they have set up learning centers across the globe dedicated to supporting the organization's efforts to alleviate hunger, poverty, and environmental degradation through a variety of methods.
One method is the establishment of learning centers. One of their learning centers, Overlook Farms, is located in Massachusetts. Overlook Farms Agricultural Production Enterprises includes 2 acres of organic gardens, 30 acres of pasture managed by intensive grazing, 240 acres of woodlands, and more than 20 species of livestock.
Overlook Farm serves as an educational center for more than 20,000 annual visitors who come to learn ways to alleviate global hunger and poverty. The purpose of the farm is to provide experiential education that inspires, challenges, and engages people to end hunger and poverty and care for the earth.
They use their livestock as tools for land management, rotating them through designated grazing areas, eating the forage when it is at peak nutritional value, before it reaches maturity, and fertilizing each paddock with their manure. Land at Overlook is also cultivated as a valuable food-producing resource.
They at Overlook Farms use their gardens and livestock as a living classroom, training all those that visit the farm and ensuring that everybody who is an educational participant there learns really everything there is to know about the Heifer organization. To learn more, we went out and checked the farm out ourselves.
Well, our farm is a learning center, so it's a working farm, and we try to be as sustainable as we possibly can. And part of it, like the stuff up here kind of on top of the hill, is farm. And then kind of down the hill a little bit, we have a global village that shows different sites. Yeah. So like we kind of have the two separate sites, and that kind of gives an impression of kind of what we do around the world. So this has goats in it. So the area that they're in right now is called the sack pad, which stands for sacrifice pad.
Okay.
Not because we kill animals here, which is what most people think, but because the ground, you can tell the difference between this ground and this ground.
Yeah. Okay.
We take the goats and the sheep and the cows and all that out, and they graze rotationally. But then occasionally, if we just have to have a place to put them, like they were out and the weather was just so terrible, we put them in here for today. Or when it's really cold, so they can be under the shelter and all that. So we kind of sacrifice this land to just sort of be eaten down and be kind of whatever. So that the rest of the farm can stay green and lush and all that. So the cows get a certain like patch of grass every day, every other day, depending on how big it is, instead of letting them just eat down in one big section, so that they only eat what we want them to, and then we can move them so they don't graze any one area down completely.
So all this makes 10,000 pounds of food.
Is we cover crop. Like this, for instance, is oats. Clover is also used as a cover crop. And what we try to do is different types of plants take different nutrients out of the soil. Not a gardener, so I can't tell you every single thing, but then we cover crop with plants that will put those things back into the soil. So like nitrogen is a big one. I think clover is good with nitrogen. We'll put it back in. The staff here is mostly volunteer. There are 4 kind of categories of volunteers. We all live here too. I'm an education volunteer, so I give people tours and that kind of stuff. The 2 people standing over there are farmer chefs, and they work in the garden and they cook all the meals in the kitchen. They work more with the produce in the garden. And then we have some livestock volunteers that work with the animals, and then a couple people who are farm hands, so they do, build things and fix things when they break.
Volunteers come from all over the country to participate in programs offered on the farm. The programs range from participants living the daily struggles of people in poverty to basic 2-hour farm tours. The goal of the farm is to teach children and adults alike the importance of taking care of our world and helping others in need, with the hope that they will take action.
Volunteering at Overlook Farm isn't the only way you can help out.
You can also go on abroad programs to help with education seminars and help train communities to learn how to take care of the livestock that Heifer's donated to them.
Another way to help is through donations, which could go to purchasing livestock or funding the various programs they have.
So, we encourage you to donate, whether it be your time or your money. Check out Heifer International's website for more information.